Alright YouTube, just on the way down to go get a prescription from Nan at Flora, because that's where the bleeding idiot of a dentist has sent it to rather than Boots. He knew she was here, I don't know why he didn't send it here. But anyway, time lapse to Uxbridge. Very poor driving by the Honda there. Came out, there was a vehicle trying to get right, but to be honest, I think that was more the Honda's fault, not the Honda, the Toyota's fault. Turning right at the last possible point, but also that's kind of the Honda's fault as well. Not paying attention. Also, that's kind of my fault. Because I should have expected something like that. Dude, there's a crossing just a little bit down there. Can you seriously not be asked to walk that distance? That's just lazy. But anyway, let's just keep this camera rolling a sec. Because I believe just up here, with my encounters I've had, you can get a few instances of like dodgy driving up here. So I'm going to try to find the odd one or two, see if we can catch them out and assess the situation. Got a red light here, I'm now at a point where I can't stop. So there's a point with traffic lights where you can't stop safely, and it's normally 3 seconds before. So it normally takes your vehicle 3 seconds to slow down. So like here, at 30. And it normally also takes a bit of time for the vehicle to respond. I don't know why that fan was using the horn there, because that vehicle was in the right to do so. You can turn right from there, left from there even. You can't slide over until you come onto the straight. So I don't know what the heck he was actually moaning at there. Checking no one's behind me, keeping an eye on that cyclist. Got myself centred more in lane. So there's a cyclist just past this Merc here to my left. So I'm going to want to see what they do. Absolutely no indicator from the cyclist that it's poor cycling at all. Just don't, you got to be ready for cyclists, because you don't even look over their shoulder half the time. Most of them do, but there's still that like, what, 45% that don't. Bit dodgy. Cyclist, really? Probably just a teenager, really. I can't see a grown man doing that. You know what I mean? Probably just a really tall teenager. I mean, look, be honest with me. Can you see a teenager actually doing that? I could. Can you see an adult doing it? I couldn't. Where's your indicator to change lane, bike? I'm 90% sure there wasn't one there. I always go this way round because it just avoids me having to do the U-turn. Well, I say always, not always. Like 90% of the time I do. I like doing clips like these because they make it last about a good 5 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. Adds time onto the vlog. Just covering the brake should the lights turn red. I'm not going to stop now. I'm way too close. So there are some turns where it's possible for you to go round at 20, providing the fact on how light they actually are. However, I wouldn't exactly risk 20. I would maybe do about 15. I would do 20 if you're more experienced to do it. Like if you're more experienced at driving, you know, you've been driving like maybe 1 or 2 years, then you can actually start to use your confidence. But don't get too confident. Okay, that car's committing to let me go. Nice of her. Just double checking the crossing. Coming into a 20. So when I do these these driving tips in the future, I'm going to give you more like cliff notes. I'm going to leave people like Ashley Neal, you know, like actual driving instructors on YouTube, give you the proper rundown. And if by chance like an actual driving instructor like Ashley Neal wanted to watch and review the video, then do ask, because these have copyright on them. Not these clips, the whole vlog. So just ask, and I can like take the clip out and put like a little note at the start of me saying this person has full right to use the video or something like that. Just be careful with copyright. That's a nice situation there. Someone's in the wrong lane, the Royal Mail van let her in. Well, she have a right indicator on it. No indicator to go left though. Unless she was indicating to say she needed to be in this lane, which obviously, I mean, not going to turn right, are you? From the right lane. Where was your indicator though, Kia? Oh, what happened there? Might get a bus in. I've got like £8 on my Oyster card. A bit dreary, innit? Hey, I will catch you guys in a sec.
To Uxbridge.
Yes, my hair's looking a little bit funky, but I just want to ask, Metroline Uxbridge, what the hell is going on with the buses? So I've just seen a double-deck A10, which if you were catching a bus when I was catching a bus as a teenager, you would have known that is a rare sight. But Metroline, a double-deck on the A10 route. It's like trying to cut through a steak with a butter knife. Unless it's red hot. Why try? Like, I don't know. I mean, unless it's busy. Is it a busy route, Metroline? Could you get back to me on that one? You know what, Metroline, I think the easiest way to tack this would be to do like a duo video at some point. That might be the easiest way to tack that, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I got to get Nan's prescription home, and yes, I bought an energy drink. Joe, you can bloody talk. I know you can. You talk for England. What's the problem now? Run. There's a parking warden. Lol, don't worry, I actually haven't got the ticket because I've parked in Nan's drive. Alright, YouTube, just as I'm putting my seatbelt on, I got the goods, Nan. But yeah, I'm just looking over at Joyce's house now. Just literally, it's right in front of me, almost. A couple of houses though, but yeah, no, just not seeing Joyce in that house, even after nearly half a year after her death. It's still alien to me, if you know what I mean. Just no one being there, if that makes sense. But yeah, what I'm gonna do, guys, now is, so this should last about 10 minutes maybe, is I'm gonna do a little drive-in tips video. I tried to make it last 10 minutes. I'll try to make it last a little bit less if I can. But because the reason I'm doing this now is because I know for a fact that there are quite a few roundabouts here in Uxbridge. So let's get started. I should have checked for mail for Dad. Oh well. I'll check Thursday maybe. Friday. I'm back down here Friday, I'll check then. There you go, that's more straighter on the road for you, isn't it? If I can find that parking warden, I might actually see if he's comfortable answering a question for you. Nah, you know what, I won't. What I'll do is I'll go on Reddit and I'll ask parking wardens of Reddit, would you mind answering the question? Or if you just happen to be a parking warden, let me know and I'll comment the question. Skip ahead about a minute. You know what, actually, don't worry. That junction is so evil to get out of. The way I've done it's not the way to do it. It was the quickest and it was the easiest, so it was find a gap, get into it as soon as you can. But once I take this turn, okay, so I'm now committed. That's the problem. So just concentrating over the bump. So you guys are going to see quite a fair bit of works going on here at the minute, because they're currently trying to sort out some new housing. And if you want to come and see the Battle of Britain bunker, I believe it is up here somewhere. I just don't know where. And honest to God, it is worth a look. Honestly. I won't spoil it for you, but it's worth a look. It's because it's such a piece of history that Churchill of all people have used it quite a fair bit. So it's got, you know, quite some notable history to it. So sorry, I'm just stuck at the roundabout here, so I want to turn left. So I want to go straight here now, so I need lane 2. What's this causing me? So he needs to come in behind me. It's perfect. So it's all about body language, really. That lorry's going straight. Beautiful. Indicate out of the roundabout. Beautiful. Everyone working together today, brilliant. That's what I like to see. So if you happen to see your vehicle on this, well done. It's all about cooperation on the road. And yes, I went right just so I could take 2 roundabouts, or a roundabout more than what I would have done. And I just want to show you, without actually saying anything, how you should be taking roundabouts. I want you guys to sort of gather and maybe guess what I'm actually trying to do. So I'm not going to say anything after this roundabout. I'm going to let you guess what I need to be doing and what I can be doing. So just a reminder of them lights, they were changing red, but I was way too close to them to be able to stop smoothly and effectively without causing any more damage to the vehicle. So I'm going to stop talking now. So I'm going to let you guys guess exactly what's been going on and what's going on, what's happening. I'm going to remain in lane 1 over this roundabout, so I'm going straight, but just have a guess what could be happening. Okay, so the lights are going to go red, so you might want to skip ahead maybe about a minute. I'll do a countdown. Oh, okay, no. I think it's just no one hit the time at the button, so it didn't give them a countdown thing. Bloody hell, that was bad. Good job I put my hazard lights on to warn the Range Rover behind. Bloody hell. Right, time lapse. Love her. You spoken to Claire yet, Nan? When's she coming to get you? Ah, fair enough. Well, you going straight to the hospital then, or? Nan's gone to the hospital for an appointment. She's going to go to Claire's for a couple of days. But little Bella's obviously asleep there. And you got Rosie and Ollie over there. Little Bella, this dog is spoiled. Does anyone else's dog do this? You have to be a contortionist, don't you? Just as a disclaimer, Nan's fine. Just going for a checkup. Have you ever had a reclining seat that crushes you to the point when you're getting up, you're like, you know what I mean? That's what that seat does. You get up, you're like, fucking please. You know what I mean? That's what you're like at that point. You're like, fucking hell, what's going on? What have I walked in here for? Does anyone else do that? Walk in a room, you can't bloody remember why. So annoying, isn't it? Something up this end, I know that bloody much. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at you, Mr. Man. I'm glad I caught that. Dad, if you're watching this, he's back. They're called blue tits, I think. My mate decided to pull me with that prank. He goes, oh, Joe, there's a couple of great tits outside. I was like, you fucking what? And he's like, no, the bird. I'm like, well, I've just fucking failed the dirty mind test, didn't I? And I just failed that one. But yeah, now all three are up on here. For reference, Ollie is George's dog. Just saying. I love it when they're all asleep. Oh, fucking finally. Took your time. The hell? It's like walking into a fucking fog area. Get in the coffee now. And yes, I'm going to do a slow-mo for you. Bear in mind, I've already had a coffee in this, so that's why it looks like that. Get in the coffee now. Out on a little walk now. Enjoying it so far. Got to do Ollie next. Ollie! Ollie, come on. Ollie's turn now. You gotta piss up everything you see, don't you? Don't you? Just heard a bloody firework go off. It's not even fucking dark yet. What the hell? Mum! Just heard a firework go off. Not even dark yet. Rosie, don't be a bitch. You're an addict. God, what a bloody day it's been for weather. Horrendous. Well, I'm just on the way to youth centre. I'm going to try to blur that logo out, so don't worry about that. And I'll catch you guys in a sec. Alright guys, again, I just felt the need to elaborate on a TikTok I'd done, and I thought it'd be better to do it in a YouTube video because the screen angle is much wider. This guy can't go, so he's letting me go, but he won't see my hand. So I gave him the hazard lights to say thank you. So I want you guys to think, right, the camera can't do it much justice, but just look. I just blindsided that guy, I forgot the headlight, the full beam lights were on. But yeah. Look how much you can actually realistically see. Can't see anything really, can you, past the lights? That's what I wanted to prove. Alright guys, just leaving youth club now. I'll see you guys when I get home. Took your time, Belle. Anyone want a drink? Oh my god, the amount of toys in here. Sort that out before someone goes arse over on it. Sorted. Better not. And with Belle being passed out of sleep, I'm going to see if I can have Belle tomorrow because I just get bored of Wednesdays. So, we're going to try and do a little daddy-daughter day, if you can call that. So I'm practically her dad. Really, I mean, social imprinting, that's how she sees me. She's happy to see me every time I'm out longer than an hour. So, yeah. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow, I think. Catch you in a bit. Yeah, tomorrow. Because this vlog goes up on Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow.
Because I don't want this simple.